What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I am taking personal readings. You guys could cash at me at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. All right. I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody who's thinking about you. Okay. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now. Okay. All right. It is 2:29. All right, and it is 8:58 on my stove. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. All right, y'all. Spirit guides, ascended master, self, family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Geminis, please. For March 1st through the 7th. Spirit guides, ascended master, self, family, twin flame family. Happy new moon, you guys. Happy new moon. If you're watching this on the 23rd, what is up? Bringing in that newness, ushering in that newness. Hello. Y'all, my dreams have been crazy. And it's only the first day of this Pisces energy. Like, look, okay? All right. Spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Gemini. Gemini, I feel like you get it down to the core of a problem. You get it down to the surface of a problem. It's kind of like, I know you got the bitches calling your phone, but it's kind of like, nigga, if you want me, you have to love me. You have to care about me. 33, thank you, ascended masters. I feel like this is God telling you, like, if you love you, sis, love you. Care about you. Work on you. Work on the things that you need to work on. Love on yourself. Protect yourself. Honor yourself. You know, it's a need of kind of like stop running around thinking about everybody else, and sometimes maybe put yourself first. You know, ground yourself with the 4th house here. Ground yourself in what it is that you love to do and what's going to bring you abundance. I feel like, Gemini, y'all need to stop praying for money. The promise has already been promised to you. 4 + 1 = 5. God's promise. Change. Tower moments. I feel like some kind of blessing in disguise is going to happen. Your kid daycare could get shut down. Your kid could get thrown out of school. You could get evicted from your house. You could lose your job. I feel like it's a sense of kind of like God is taking away anything from you that is unstable so that you can be made stable, so that you can ground yourself. I also kind of feel like it's a sense of like needing to be made whole, but it's kind of like you don't even know that you're missing pieces. It's kind of like you're not really using your discernment as much as you could be. I feel like it honestly just to me feels like God is like taking away anything out of your life that's not stable, that doesn't bring you stability when it comes to how you think, how you feel, the things that you see, the things that you say, how you feel about yourself, stuff like that. I feel like if there was no stability in it before, oh, so this is kind of like you torn in between the two. Like you torn in between an opportunity that you know could bring you abundance versus one that is bringing you happiness. You know, I feel like one is bringing you abundance, it's cool, but it's not stable. It's not something that you can see yourself doing forever. 333, thank you, ascended masters. But for right now, it's ushering in lots of money. I feel like you're needing to stop praying for money, sis. You need to be praying for knowledge, for guidance. You need to be praying that you are the answer, that you hold the answer, that you have the light. You know, because when you have that light, when you have knowledge, knowledge is power. Whatever you're knowledgeable about, I feel like it's going to naturally bring in money to you. You know, I can heal on my own, and the immature me hopes the world sees. It's kind of like when you are just now coming into your journey, 404, thank you, ascended masters, you want everybody else to see your growth. You want everybody else to see how happy you are and to see that you've come from struggle. But the more mature you are, you know, the more into your spirituality you are, I feel like after a while, you don't care if other people notice it, because they just do. You know, your happiness just radiates. Your skin just glows. I feel beautiful as fuck. I look beautiful as fuck. Right? This is kind of like no longer caring about haters. 33, thank you, ascended masters. No longer caring about what people say about you, how people feel about you, what they think you look like, what they think you do in your free time. You know, I feel like there's a sense of kind of like being judged for what it is that you love to do. And that's why it's kind of like you're willing to take an opportunity that doesn't make you as happy, you know? It's kind of like you're needing to find the strength in the struggle. You're needing to find the strength in the fact that you're nothing to me and I know that I'm positive. Like, this is kind of like people who meant nothing to you. People who are just meant to be a part of your journey. People who are not meant to come along with you on your journey. It's kind of like you putting too many emphasis on them. You're putting too much care into them. You're putting too much energy into them. You know, 903, thank you, Ascended Masters. It kind of just feels like, stop putting your energy into old things. I'm hearing like Lazarus energy. Literally, the fucking snake that killed himself. It's kind of like, don't bite the hand that feeds you, you know? Your tail holds all this knowledge. Just because it's at the end of your body, it doesn't mean that it's not still equipped with knowledge for you. So what the snake did was he fucking bit that shit until the circle was done. Until it was like dead and done. Like 555, thank you, Ascended Masters. It's a sense of like not beating a dead horse. No longer putting emphasis on a problem that you have already healed from. You know? And it's kind of like, maybe you haven't healed from it if you're still thinking about it, but maybe allow yourself to think about it in a sense of like, okay, how can I heal from it? I don't have to just sit here. I don't have to just sit here and feel these emotions. I can feel them for a reason, because now I know why God gave me these emotions. Now I know why God gave me these feelings. In order to help me ascend, in order to help me know about me. Emotions, feelings, all that shit are triggers. They're ways to know things about ourselves, just like pain. It is a signal to us, to ourselves, that something is wrong, that something needs to be fixed. Just like sadness. You know? It's a signal to you that maybe something needs to be fixed. Okay, you're sad because your dog died. Maybe the connection that you felt with the dog is what needs to be fixed, is what needs to be healed. Maybe you need to ask yourself, why did I have such a connection to this dog? Maybe you need to heal the fact that you're being a little bit selfish, mourning his death instead of being happy and proud of him for ascending enough to go on to the next step or to go on to his next level. You know, it's all about perception. It's all about how you see things. Also, I feel like this is you standing up for your happiness, standing up for your child's happiness. If something is going wrong in daycare, if something is going wrong in preschool or in high school, if your kids, you think they doing good in school, but you keep getting calls from an irritating ass teacher and shit, like, I feel like it's a sense of, bitch, don't fuck with my child. Don't fuck with my child. It's a sense of needing to stand up for your children. You know, a lot of you with young children who cannot speak or cannot speak about things that are hurting them, I feel like it's something going on with them. Either painful, like hurting them physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, like yesterday, I literally found out that my daughter, the back of her earring had pushed into the inside of her ear. And I don't know how long it had been like that, you know? She put those earrings on in January for New Year's Day, and it's been a whole month, and I don't know how long her ear was hurting like that. You know, and it's not that I necessarily didn't pay attention, but sometimes, like, when it's not you, maybe things that you would have paid attention to in the past, like maybe for me, I know that I clean out the backs of my earrings and I take off my earrings, but I didn't pay attention to that when it came to my daughter. So that was a lesson that I needed to learn within myself. That was a lesson that God needed to teach me, to not only have compassion for myself, but to have the same compassion that I have for myself for other people. So if you don't have children, this is just people in the community. Okay, you feel sadness, right? So how do you know that at this very moment that person doesn't feel sadness? You sitting here mad because they looking at you, or mad because your day going pissed off or your day going bad, and then the whole time you're not even thinking about the fact that other people are experiencing the same exact shit. We are all a family. We are all a collective. Whether people believe it or not, the one thing that we have in common is the fact that we are all humans. You know, we are all connected. We are all the same race, human race, bitch. Like, hello. You know, this is having compassion for the other people outside of your household. I feel like a lot of the times, maybe you're a certain type of way in the home, but then when it goes out of the home, like, maybe you hard, like, maybe you're mean, you know? And that's kind of how I am with the Chariot card. I'm a Cancer at the bottom of the deck, could be dealing with the Cancer, you know? It's kind of like, this is a sense of like, if I fuck with you bitches, you gonna fuck with dude. Like, first of all, yes, I'm gonna fuck with dude, because who the fuck are you calling a bitch? You know, I'm not gonna get your fucking name tatted. This is learning to, like, move past behaviors, old behavior, Lazarus ass behaviors that you no longer need, right? I'm hearing like the tombs, like King Tut. Like this is kind of like, hello, you helped build the tomb. Somebody definitely have a life in Egypt. And she's barefoot. This is kind of like you were a person who had people wash your feet. You love pedicures, you love your feet, you take very good care of your feet. I feel like if you take good care of your feet, that means you love yourself. And I'm just being 100% honest. Your feet is like nobody can walk in your shoes, right? So don't you think the feet that you use to walk in them motherfucking shoes are going to need a little extra care and a little extra work? You know? This is how we walk in our daily life. This is how we get around. This is movement. You know? So it's kind of just like taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself and appreciating the things that you have, whether it be nice feet or a home to live in or candles or fucking cards to do a tarot reading with. It's like whatever you have in whatever moment that you have it, I feel like you're needing to be appreciative of it and appreciative of the lesson that it's providing you. Even if it's something as simple as like having some motherfucking Fruit Loops in a bag. Hey, what lesson can this provide me with? I could look at this and be like, damn, like they almost gone, right? I could look at it like that. Or I could be like, damn, I'm so happy Kamaya got a whole nother 2 bowls of cereal. You know? It's about perception. It's about how you see things. And then it's a bowl of cereal right here. You know, it's about changing the way that you do things, changing the way that you see things. No longer just having your hand on one thing, but you want your hands in all of the things. You want your feet in all of the oceans and motherfucking waters. I feel like the waters are being tempered right now. It's kind of like things are being made very clear. And when I say the waters are being tempered, I feel like there was a storm. There was a storm that was brewing, that was coming for your ass. And then because you accepted it, because you saw it coming and you didn't seek shelter, you didn't run, you trusted the fact that God had you and God was going to get you through this storm. God said, okay. The waters was rumbling, bitch. We was finna come get your ass. But now the waters have been tempered. And it's kind of like, okay, because your outlook has changed on the storm, it has changed the storm. If that makes sense. You know, like me having a different outlook on me not having a job has changed me not having a job, right? At first, I could have been like, you know, the first time I lost my job at Cousins, you know, I was sad. I cried the whole way home, and it was just kind of like, damn, I can't believe like I really got transpired. You know, they wanted to transfer me, but it was kind of like I just accepted being fired. I was like, fuck it. You know, I don't want to work for the company anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And at first, I was looking at it as like a bad thing. Like, I can't believe I'm not going to have no job or whatever. But once I changed my perception, I said, what if now? It's kind of like, what if this opportunity means that I do have a job, I just don't have that job? And once I changed my perception and I saw that, I started to make money with my knowledge. You know, I asked for knowledge. I didn't even ask for money at that point because this was last year around May when I had just got my taxes. So money-wise, I was straight. You know, I was good for at least like 4 months. But it was kind of like I was a student again. I was learning something that I had already learned from my past life. So I feel like what we're going through right now is just growing pains. All the trials and tribulations that you're going through right now, Gemini, you've already been through that shit. You've already conquered that shit. That's literally what the song just said. You've already conquered that shit. This is like understanding and tapping into the knowledge that you've already had, that you've already received from past lives. You know, this is shit that you already got this shit. You already have this knowledge. You already know this shit, right? It's a sense of kind of like, with this Chariot card here, to me, I honestly just feel like it's a sense of kind of like finally stepping onto your throne. Like finally being ready to accept what God has for you. No longer feeling like you aren't worthy or like, you know, you can't have this opportunity. This opportunity was made for you. You know, this opportunity was created for you. You know, and if you need a little time to rest with the Hangman here, you know, for Swords, you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I feel like you should take your time to rest. You know, especially during this new moon. This new moon is charging up a lot of energy. To me, it kind of feels like I don't know. It kind of feels like God wants us to sleep. God wants us to tap into our dreams. God wants us to remember our dreams and see what our dreams are about. I swear today I didn't wake up till like 12 o'clock. Like, I didn't wake up till like 12 o'clock. I was chilling, and I literally kept going back to sleep because my dream felt like a movie. I'm like, damn, okay, I have to finish this dream. Like, I have to. And I kept going back in. And the fact that I could control the fact that I was going back to the same dream, it made me felt like no time had even passed. Like, I hadn't even left. I hadn't even woken up. I hadn't even come out of that dimension. Some of you guys are manifesting being in the 10th dimension. With the world card here, some of you guys are manifesting new gifts. Some of you guys are manifesting new positions in your life because of being left out in the cold, because of having to go into hermit mode with the Virgo card here. You know, you have the Hermit and the 5 of Pentacles towards Virgo Capricorn. You could definitely be dealing with a Virgo, you know, but I feel like it's a sense of like needing to call judgment on yourself, needing to know that, bitch, okay, like maybe I'm a little bit fucked up. You know, maybe I'm not in my bag. Maybe I'm not doing as much as I could be doing. Maybe I'm not doing as much as I should be doing. You know, it's a feeling of kind of just like needing to love on you and kind of like needing to respect you a little bit. You know, it kind of just feels like you're ready to take on your throne, but I feel like before you can take on your throne, you have to accept all of the trials and tribulations. You have to become a student to being left out in the cold. You have to act like the Page of Pentacles is a student. You know, it's learning something new. And to me, this is kind of like being studious, being willing to become the teacher, the student again. Because I feel like eventually you will be the teacher again. But right now, it's a sense of kind of like, okay, God is putting you through something so that you can learn some kind of lesson. So that you can be there for yourself when it comes to your evolutionary growth. You're wanting to learn more. You're wanting to do more. With the 5 of Pentacles here, I feel like you're learning from your mistakes. You're learning from your lesson. 1717 AA abundance. You know? It's a sense 245 equal 29, 11, new beginnings. This is kind of like you coming out of the storm, ending cycles, breaking chains. Check out the TD Jakes Breaking Chains sermon. But yeah, with the Page of Pentacles, you got the Page of Pentacles twice. This time it fell in reverse because with the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, definitely be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have 2 Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of like maybe you've learned these lessons more than once. Maybe not only did you learn these lessons in the past life, but it's kind of like you've continuously been going through the same shit. I don't know what this playlist is, Gemini. Maybe y'all like this music, but I don't know any of these songs. I haven't sung along to anyone. They don't really pique my interest, tickle my fancy. I feel like this is a sense of like needing to listen to new music, needing to hear new messages than the same messages that you get all the time, needing to tap into different genres, some jazz, some African music. This is you needing to research. If you are planning a trip to Africa, sis, you should be researching Africa. You should be doing your research. If you're manifesting a vacation, even if it's just to Miami, be researching like the cost of living there. How much are the clubs out there? How much are the parking spots or overnight parking passes? Like, I feel like this is you needing to just get your stuff together when it comes to the things that you want. You know, I feel like you're manifesting a lot of shit that you say you want, but when it comes to doing the shit, when it comes to making that shit happen, I feel like it's kind of just like you're falling on the back burner. Like, you're not really paying attention to how to make your dreams come true. Like, you know that you have this dream, you know that you want it to come true, but I feel like maybe the steps towards getting it are a little unclear right now. Why is this Page of Pentacles here twice? Why is the Page of Pentacles here twice? With the Chariot, you got the Chariot twice. It's because you've been strong. It's because God is telling you to continue to be strong. You know, this is a lot of forward movement. I feel like in 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 months, there's going to be a lot of changes to you. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. You could definitely be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have a lot of earth energy. I feel like this is a lot of money. This is coming into so much power. I'm falling in too deep. Oh, without you, I'm asleep. It's on me, only me. Talk to me. Without you, I can't breathe. This is about God. You know, this is telling God, like, without you, there is no life within me. Without the little piece of God that you gave me, without the little piece of light that you gave me, there would be no new opportunities. There would be no strength. Leo energy. I feel like if you are a cat person, like if you have a cat, your cat has been curling up to you because your cat is already preparing for sadness or defeat. I just heard defeat. A lot of the times, thank you, Ascended Masters, when we are in the middle of success, we feel so defeated because it's hard work. It's a lot of shit to do. It's a lot of shit on our mind. It's a lot of what ifs. It's a lot of maybes. It's a lot of scarcity of resources and self-love and self-respect. It's a lot of journeying to find that shit, you know? And I kind of feel like you have to be loyal to yourself. There's a sense of like, maybe you did have loyalty to a company. Maybe you did have loyalty to a relationship, to a marriage, or to a best friend. But I feel like it's a sense of kind of like you weren't even the person that broke the loyalty. Maybe you went into hermit mode. Maybe you wasn't talking to this person as much. But I feel like it's more so like you being strong because God is removing people from your life. God is taking people out. Whether you want them to stay or not, with the 7 of Swords, they were deceptive. I'm hearing Decepticon. You could be watching D-Boom. I don't watch him anymore, but you could be watching him. He's a divine feminine who is a masculine energy. You know, I just feel like over time, it's kind of like certain things show themselves to you. Certain people show their behavior. Certain jobs show that they're not worthy. Certain people show certain actions that just reveal to you that maybe they're not supposed to be in your life. It's not something as simple as somebody not coming to your birthday party, you know, or something as simple as somebody not supporting your business, never watching your YouTube videos, never subscribing to your Instagram pictures, or not subscribing to your pictures but liking your pictures, or never coming to any of your girls' nights, or never coming to any of your couples' nights because they single. You know, it's like little shit like that where it's kind of like, okay, if you were my true supporter, if you were really a part of my soul family, you know, it just would be what it is. You know, even when I didn't have money to support you and what you were doing, I still tried to help. I still did what I can. I didn't ask you to give me free services just because I didn't have money, because I valued you more than that. But then you couldn't do the same for me. This is kind of like not even feeling regretful of having to cut people off. It's just kind of like it is what it is at this point, right? Why is the Chariot here? Twice. The 3 of Swords. You're moving on. You're moving on from feeling guilty and broken, from losing people, from moving on from people. That heartache that you felt is now filling you up with like more abundance and more self-appreciation. That heartbreak that you have gotten through has taught you that you are strong beyond measures. You got over somebody that you never thought that you would lose. Somebody, this could even be a mother or family member. You know, it's a sense of this is something that was so hard for you to get over, and the fact that you did it is a reason to be proud of yourself. It's a reason to love on you, and it's a reason to look at yourself with strength. I heard agility. Is that what I'm hearing? I don't know. I don't know what that word means. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, Gemini, with the Queen of the Ocean at the bottom of the deck. This is giving birth. Giving birth to newness. Somebody could be pregnant. If not pregnant, this is just kind of like being loyal to your dreams, being loyal to giving birth to them, being loyal to kind of like making them come true, giving them a voice, giving your dreams, your goals, your ambitions a voice. Because before they didn't have one. They were stuck. They were stuck in resting mode because that's what you were doing. But you coming out of that, sis. You ready for your happiness. You ready for your peace and your abundance, okay? All right, Gemini, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash me at Money Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me at Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.